back to the channel. So today we're going to be doing some Valentine's cookies. So these are kind of vanilla cookies with a heart in the middle. If you dye them pink, red or another colour, that's cool. They are a bit of a pain to make and they do take a little bit of time, so don't worry, it will get there. It took me like 2-3 days to do it, so don't worry, you will get there. They are tasty. In terms of it, you just got to kind of follow what I kind of suggest. There is some kind of notes at the end as to what I would improve on. But yeah, if you want to try them, awesome, and share them between family or snack them yourselves. Sorry guys, just trying to find my flour. So we're going to start off with our flour for our cookies. So we're going to need 600 grams of plain flour, maybe under a different name if you're somewhere else. I'm just trying to think what it could be actually. Is it all purpose? I think it might be all purpose, but I don't know. just plain flour, one that hasn't got baking powder in it. So as I said, we're going to need 600 grams. So keep going, and then pop it in a big bowl if you're doing this by hand. If not, then get a stand mixer or get yourself a hand mixer with the little dough kind of hooks on, the little twirly whirly ones. The ones that kind of look like a pig's tail in a sense. Come on flour, get out the middle. We need 20. Yay! Got 600 on the dot. Fabulous. So yeah, let me just show you which attachment I mean. This one. Ta. So if you're doing it in a, as I said, if you're doing it in a hand, like a hand mixer thingy, use one of these because it will just bring it together more. I think it's dough hook, I think they call it. Yeah, just do it with that. If not, get yourself your stand mixer with your little paddle and that'll do us fine. Just tip that in there and out, and then we're going to measure out the rest of our stuff. Next thing we're going to do is measure out our caster sugar. So we're going to need 240. So I'm just getting that poured in there first off. Come on. I'm not going to stand there and shake you all day. So yeah, 240 grams of caster sugar. You can use golden sugar, golden caster sugar. Use anything you want when your scales don't go off, that is. Come on. Not messing about today. So yeah, I just need 240 of this. Lovely. And get that added into your bowl of whichever you're doing. Woo. And give that a little mix so it's all incorporated. So next thing we're going to do is add our butter in, once I manage to get the right amount, that is. So we're going to need 400 grams. That's probably going to go over in it. It's only over by 3 grams, that'll do nicely. There was a reason I bought an extra block of butter the other week. I say the other week, it was literally last week. Whack that in the fridge. And then what I'm going to do is I am just going to pop this in a microwave a minute so it's a bit more softened. So it's kind of come together a bit more soft now, so I'm just going to dump that in the bowl. It'll probably just go everywhere, to be fair. Oh no, I'm quite surprised actually. So make sure you scrape everything out. Kind of ideally need like a plastic scraper if you've got one. If not, try your best with like a spoon, because you know you don't want to leave any of that beautiful butter in the bowl. So let's get that all scraped out. Ooh. Knock the camera wide, don't you? Right. So that's all in there. So we'll slowly get that mixed around once I don't get flour everywhere. And we need 4 egg yolks, so I'll get them all nicely separated now. So now we're going to add our egg yolks into here. So I'll just kind of get them scraped in. So as I said, you need 4, if I've not already said it. But yeah, just get everything kind of scraped in there. That's that done. And we're just going to mix it for a couple more minutes, just get them incorporated. And while that is doing, I will add some vanilla extract. So add a couple of teaspoons. We'll just let that kind of come together for a couple of minutes. So now is, excuse me, ignore that. So now our dough is combined. I've taken my ring off so I don't get it stuck in the dough and somebody ends up eating it because it's not nice. We're going to put it in our bowl just to measure it out because we need to keep 1/3 of it for the pink reddish part. I've not decided what colour I want to go for yet, whether I want to go for pink or whether I want to go for red. So I'm just going to leave that up to my discretion at the moment. Oh, there's a bird on the grass. Sorry. We have a family of birds that live outside ours, on the back, and they always come out, and because it doesn't know whether it's going to snow or not at the minute, it keeps starting. They keep wondering what's happening. So they keep coming out, looking, and then going back in the hedge, and then going back in, coming back out. So it's quite nice to just see them looking. They tend to sit and look through the kitchen window as well, which is kind of nice. So yeah, I'm just getting everything in here if you've not already gathered. Excuse my head if you can see my head. I'm just trying to get it all out. So yeah, don't worry about taking your mixer and things to bits at the minute if you're using one. It's just we'll put it back in there to mix the food colouring in with it. So I'll scrape that out and then I'll let you guys know the measurements once I come back to you. Just that back there a minute. So we've got 1.3 kilos of cookie dough. So we're just going to get that divided up into our 3. So what's that? 3, 6, 9, 12, 400. It's like 433 or something like that. So I will add the proper measurement in and then we'll just stick that back in our dough mixer. So I'll come back to you once I've done that. Right, so we're going to try and dye this red. I don't know whether we're going to have a lot of success with it, but we'll try. I don't want to spill it down my top. It's alright on my hands, but not on my top. I don't know how much I'm going to need, so I'm just going to kind of wing it. Already got it in my hands, lovely. So, probably put in a teaspoon and see how we get on. This might turn orange, I have a feeling it might turn orange. Which it has. So I'm just going to add more in until it quite hopefully takes. If not, I might have to put some pink in it. Yeah, that's not going red, is it? Try that a minute. I definitely did pick up red. I think we may have put the wrong colour in. Oh. You're not ready yet. Get that off a minute. Right. Try this pink and see what happens. Not so nice. Which is a shame. I don't put too much food colour in because it just takes that food colour in. Right, I'm going to scrape that and give that a mix by hand to see what I can fathom out of it. So now we're going to let our dough rest in the fridge for at least an hour, and then I will come back to you in terms of what we need to do next. So we'll see you in an hour. So now our surface is floured, I'm going to try and attempt to get this cookie dough out the bowl. Hopefully. So that's it out. I'll just give my hands a quick clean, so I've just stuck that in a bowl full of water. I'm going to try and get it into some kind of square shape so we can try and cook out as many hearts as we can. To be fair, I might have to put some towards it. I'm just going to bring it together and then roll it out into a, as I said, a rectangle, squarish shape. So back to you guys in a minute. So now your dough is kind of rolled out, you're going to want to press your heart stamp into it, remove any kind of dough that sticks on there, and then we're just going to keep going until we've used all of it, well, as much as we can anyway, and that may require you to kind of stick it back together and then roll it back out again, but we will see how many we can get out of this. Right, so change tactic from last time I was recording. So I noticed the other Love Heart cookie cup was too big, so I'm just kind of, I've traced a Love Heart out and cut it out. Tried to get it as symmetrical as I can, and then just kind of trim around with a knife. Just be careful when you're doing this because it isn't a sharp knife, so I don't want you going off and slice yourself. So I'm just going to go around, cut these hearts out, and once I've done it, I'll show you guys what I'll be doing with them. So I've bundled them up and I'm going to pop them in the freezer for a couple of hours just to set up, and then we can get the other dough round and get them sealed and get them cooking. Sorry guys, I'm having a few technical issues. I just got to tighten this up. There we go. So now this has been in the freezer for a while, a couple of days for me. I'm going to just take some of the cookie dough. I better unwrap that first. Just to let you guys know as well, you probably will have some spare cookie dough, and you can use that to cut just like normal hearts out of it, which is fine. So we're just going to kind of pack it round. You're going to kind of want to get it in like a circular shape. So this is what we've got our cling film here for as well. So that's going to kind of help us once we've got our dough on, just to kind of shape it, which is good. Let me zoom out a bit so you guys can kind of see. Come on, there we go. So yeah, kind of pack it in when you're not dropping it on the floor. You're going to want to cover the ends as well, just thinly on the ends, not like massively. get that on there. I'll get that packed around the ends. Pack that as much as you can so it's kind of like a little log. Well, when it doesn't fall off the ends, that is. I'll come back to you guys once I've done it. So now we can get this lovely thing wrapped up and put back in the fridge again. It's a long process with these cookies, but they'll look fantastic when they're done. Just kind of squidge the edges together, give them a little kind of roll, and then you leave that in the fridge for a couple of hours. So I'm just preheating my oven to 180, so that's 160 fan or gas mark 5, I think. So I'm just lightly greasing my tray here, just because it is still quite a new tray and it's easier. Ooh, knocking the camera there again. So yeah, just lightly grease your baking tray, tin, whatever you're going to use to put your cookies on. And just pop that to one side for the moment. Right, so we've got our cookie dough out the fridge. I'm just going to get this unwrapped the best I can. Which it is. So we're going to cut this up into little slices. We're going to be as careful as we can doing this. So, because knives are sharp. Oh, that looks really cool, even though it just broke into bits. Look at that. That's dead cool. But yeah, I'm going to kind of reassemble them and then put them on my tray. So once I've cut them, I'm just kind of pushing them back together. So you're going to kind of want them like centimetre kind of slabs, as you will. Just try and make sure that they're kind of stuck before you go for your next one. And then cut. That one's a bit thick, but doesn't matter too much. Let's pop that one on the tray. And then these are going to go in the oven for probably 10 to 12 minutes. I will keep my eyes on it and update you guys as of. But yeah, I'll come back to you once they're out the oven and I'll let you know roughly how long they've been. So the cookies are finished. We have had a couple off there, so don't worry. There was like 2 more and I dropped one down the side. I was very disappointed. But yeah, as you can see, they turned out quite well and they're quite hard when I took them out the oven. I think it's best to kind of leave them on the baking trays for a couple of minutes before you take them off, because they end up like that. But yeah, they're really tasty. I've just had one. Jake's got his now, so yeah, they're not bad, to be fair. I think improvement wise, if you've got a heart cookie cutter and you've got a circle cookie cutter, I'd probably do it that way and press the heart in, because it's just so much quicker and you ain't waiting a couple of days and they ain't gonna raise up kind of like this because you've got the dough frozen in the middle. So that's kind of what I take away from this. But yeah, if you guys want to have a go, share them with your kids, family, or just eat them yourself. But yeah, just make sure you add plenty of flavouring, whatever flavouring you want to go for. Yeah, that's pretty much it, guys, for this one. So if you liked it, go like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see all you lovely people in my next video. So see you later.